Hello and welcome to today's episode of Taiwan Grooves. Today I join a truly global voice, Tennyson King, an award-winning folk musician whose journey stretches between Hong Kong and Canada and far beyond. Tennyson is a nomad and his music is shaped by the road, combining Western indie folk with traditional Chinese sounds to create something warm, honest, and deeply human. Singing in English, Mandarin, and Cantonese, Tennyson builds his sound with rhythmic guitar, kick drum, and the rich tones of the zhongran. In today's interview, we'll talk about what brought him to Taiwan, the influences behind his music, and what to expect from his new records. We'll also get to find out how travel shapes his songwriting and uncover some of the lesser-known sides of life on tour. For this interview, I went to see his show, and he was kind enough to dedicate some time to answer my questions. So all the way from Canada to Taiwan, please give a warm welcome to Tennyson King.
Hello everybody, my name is Tennyson King. My Chinese name is backstage in Cantonese. I'm an indie folk musician, born in Hong Kong, raised in Canada, and we're chatting right now in the green room of Wild Lab in Taipei, Taiwan.
I'm very excited. I'm about to see your show.
Thank you. Thanks for coming into the green room and the venue and organizing it. Yeah,
making this happen.
My pleasure.
Very happy to finally meet you. Very first question for you, what brought you to Taiwan?
Oh, to Taiwan, so the very first time I came was for a music festival called Jade Music Fest. This is the third year, so it's happened every year since I came. And that was the very first time that brought me here. They invited me to come perform. And I decided to come, and I also booked a tour around the festival. So I ended up staying for a whole month that first time and just fell in love
That's wonderful.
with the country.
A month and booked like full tours, probably like.
Yeah, it was the first tour was pretty full. Like we went all the way down to Hualien and over to the other side of Hengchuan and Kenting. So I got to see a lot of Taiwan in that first trip. It was cool. Yeah.
All right. First, I would like to start with, if you were to characterize your music, I know it's hard to sometimes box it and put it in labels, but what kind of music do you play?
It's interesting. I feel like my genre of music has grown a bit and evolved. I would say it's in the indie folk realm, but my new record, I'm combining a lot of traditional Chinese folk instruments and writing with that Western indie folk pop sensibility. So it's like
Meeting in the middle.
yeah, so it's like folk pop music, but all the arrangements is done with that traditional Chinese style and techniques and trying to respect the culture still. So right now it's kind of like this Asian folk fusion type of thing happening.
That's nice. I was gonna ask you, do you have Big Mountain High? That's the English name of the song. And there are some, as you mentioned, classical traditional instruments.
Yeah.
So what instruments precisely do you plan to incorporate? Is it going to be some
Yeah. So, I mean, we can talk about Big Mountain High as an example. So that single has the guzheng in it, a lot of it, and then it has the erhu as well. And then I'm playing the zhongran on it as well. And there's the dagu, which is like the big drums from line dance. And we kind of try to incorporate rhythms from line dancing as well into the songs, just so people can hear the tradition and the culture. And there's a little bit of dizi in it as well, which is a bamboo flute instrument.
Searching far and wide, my knees are weak, but I got all this pride. From the land of sky, we walk this line to find our tribe.
So really the full array of...
Yeah. So we're trying to do it, and then the whole record itself, some songs have more, and then some songs use other ones, so kind of we weave them in and out through the album.
So what's the name of that?
So the name of the record is 100 Cities, like the number 100 cities. It's actually my Cantonese given name is backstage, and that directly translates to 100 city. So it's pretty crazy, and I didn't actually even realize that until a few years ago. That was the meaning. I was touring in mainland China, and in Mandarin it's Bai Chen. And so this like really old uncle was asking me my name after a show, and like, oh, your name means 100 cities. I was like, oh, I never really actually thought of it like that. And it's crazy because I'm pretty nomadic, and I've definitely been to 100 cities or more, and I love traveling. So I guess my parents maybe they destined me to this life, which in retrospect they probably regret it because typical Chinese parents. But yeah.
Have you toured in 100 cities yet?
Yeah, for sure. I've played over 100 cities, definitely, in my life. Yeah.
It's well deserved. Okay, I did find online, and I could also hear it and confirm, there's maybe some Jack Johnson, Red Hot Chili Peppers, John Mayer, of course, as well, influence for this newest album. Do you feel like the influences changed slightly?
Yeah, I think my last two records were very much in that Red Hot Chili Peppers, John Mayer, Jack Johnson kind of vibe. I still love that music. Maybe the songwriting style and the lyrical content and arrangement structure is like a little bit based off that. But I think that the part of it would be the traditional Chinese instrumentation, because that just takes it to a whole other world of sound. So even if I have an acoustic pop song like Jack Johnson, but I have an erhu or a guzheng playing with me, it just takes it kind of away a little bit. But I still, like, when I play those older songs like Slow Down, we were talking about this before the interview, I still play those songs with traditional Chinese musicians when I tour, and it sounds pretty cool. It does then kind of still sound like a Jack Johnson tune with traditional Chinese.
I'd be lying if I told you everything is gonna be alright. 'Cause time will go and it won't be in our control, and it won't be alright. Shaking your fist at people will make your life more peaceful. Running around in circles will get you in trouble. Slow down, we'll take the long, long way around. Slow down, yes, my friend and I, we float through town. Slow down, yeah, we'll make it work somehow. It could be alright, alright. I'd be lying if I told you everything is gonna be alright. 'Cause time will go and it won't be in our control, and it won't be alright. Reading too much will meet ya, the things I cannot teach ya. Thinking about the future, you gotta be patient. Slow down, we'll take the long, long way around. Slow down, yes, my friends and I, we float through town. Slow down, yeah, we'll make it work somehow. It could be alright, alright. The fires are real, our mother needs to heal. Slow down, they'll take it when we're living and we're giving. The fires are real, our mother needs to heal. Slow down, they'll take it when we're living and we're giving. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Slow down, we'll take the long, long way around.
But yeah, I think sonically, new record has leaned a bit away from that sound.
So what would you say is the concept and the inspiration for the album?
The concept for this new record, 400 Cities, it is really a fusion of my culture, my heritage, my ancestry, and bringing together what I grew up with being raised in Canada. So it's like this East meets West blend, and truly just a way for me to reconnect with my culture, because I was feeling lost in life and not sure how I fit in, not only in the music world, but just in the world in general. And deep diving into my culture and heritage has really helped me find myself. So bringing music into that has just been, like, I've just been so grateful to be able to do it like that. So I would say that is a major inspiration of just wanting to do it for me and to see if I can push those creative boundaries, because nobody in Canada is doing this folk fusion thing that I'm doing right now with traditional Chinese instruments specifically. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a smart way to go about it, to look for your roots through music and kind of like express and look for.
Yeah, totally. And I have to say too, like a lot of, just even thinking more in the, and a lot of it, I'm very lucky that I get connected with different Indigenous musicians in Canada, even in Taiwan. Like tonight we're playing with an Indigenous artist. And that actually has been a large inspiration because I'm surrounded by a lot of that. And the way I see how they are so proud to keep their culture and to share it, to share the stories, that is something that I admire and really respect. And that has also been a major inspiration of me, just being like, so who am I behind just being an immigrant in Canada, you know?
Yeah, nice. Very well put. You do like to write or get inspiration on the road as you're traveling?
Yeah, I love it. I've got like thousands of voice notes on my phone.
And then you said somewhere in the interview I read somewhere you just go in a cottage or somewhere for a month and you just lock in and
that's
try
usually,
to go through.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing, because when I'm on the road I find it hard to write full songs.
It's tough.
It's just like,
you get distracted pulling out of it.
Yeah, and it's just like time. Like even us trying to schedule this, it's like it's hard to find an hour of time on my own. But I get so many ideas, so yeah, I've got my phone and I've got so many voice notes, either lyrical or melodic melodies, or if I have a guitar part. And then the hardest task is actually listening through everything to find the thing that makes sense. And then I try to go away somewhere to do like my own writing type of idea, and usually I try to go somewhere cool and nice to write.
It's a very clever way to go about it. Now, has Taiwan given you a lot of ideas that you're gonna bounce off?
Yeah, I mean, Taiwan, when I first started coming here 3 years ago, that kind of really helped me lean into this traditional Chinese fusion record. So just again, seeing more of the like Taiwanese culture and music and doing their music as well, has just allowed me to kind of focus on that side of the music, and just meeting all the different people and exploring all the different cities here culturally is really cool. And also my parents both lived in Taiwan for 5 years in the 70s, and that was a really interesting reconnection with that side.
All right, so we did mention your album. Now, okay, so the common theme is going back to roots, searching for something that you feel like needs to be found again. Are you a fan of concept albums in general? Is there gonna be like a link between the songs?
Yeah, I mean, I do love concept albums. Like one of my favorite records is Sgt. Pepper's Beatles, and
Keep hearing this one.
Yeah, and like Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon. Like I love concept albums. I would say the concept for the two records would definitely be leaning into the traditional Chinese themes and how that plays a role in everything. Yeah, and the first record that's coming out is very much the discovery of using those concepts and the roots. And the second record that we've already recorded that's going to be coming out. The message is more like taking the power back. And so the songs are a little bit more edgier, but still leaning on the folk. This first record is definitely more on the chill folk side. The second one's going to be a little bit edgier because it's got that sense of I've discovered myself and now I'm taking the power of it and like speaking out strongly and loudly and proud of it. Yeah, so that's sort of the theme and the concept that's tying everything together.
Now, that's what's tying together. Now, are you also gonna have like if a person listens to it from first track to the last one, is there like Is storytelling really important?
Yeah, there's a little bit of that, but it's definitely not to the extent of like a Sgt. Pepper or a Dark Side of the Moon kind of concept. But there's a little bit of a story and growth and emotional growth that the listener can go on with me and be a part of my life of that discovery and what I've been going through in the past few years. Yeah.
Now, speaking about 100 Cities, that's the name of the album. Could you pick maybe 2 or 3 songs that you kind of like break down with just a couple of sentences of what's the song about?
Yeah.
The initial inspiration.
In my head, I'm trying to think of it. Yeah, so Safe Travels, for example, I really love that song. That song, oh man, it's so funny breaking down song lyrics. Safe Travels I wrote has been a writing journey of my years of just traveling and backpacking and being a nomad. And I'm sure you've heard the word safe travels before, but I feel like many years ago that was a newer saying. Not many people were saying it. And I started hearing it when I used to backpack. And when somebody says safe travels to me, it just brings up so much thought of a wanderer and not saying goodbye. It's never a goodbye to someone, I feel like, when you say safe travels. It's wishing them, luck on their journey before they return back to you at some point. I always found that to be really beautiful. So that song, I've been wanting to write a song kind of that would capture that idea and that feeling that I feel like anyone who's staying in a hostel will hear that song would immediately relate to it and probably had lived the lyrics I'm singing in that song. So yeah, that's definitely one song, Safe Travels, that comes to mind.
For all travelers out there, safe travels.
Yeah.
I've been a runaway for 7 years, that's alright. Taking my time to feel the ground beneath my feet. I fell in love with you hard there one starry night, holding me tight with the wind and the ocean breeze. And when the sun comes up, all love is just a dream. Never forget the place where our eyes first met. Here and now, but not for long. Let's say goodbye, wish you safe travel, see you down the line. Let's say goodbye, wish you safe travel, see you down the line. Let's say goodbye, better time to say goodbye, wish you safe travel, see you down the line. People that come and go in 4, 3s, 2s and 1s. Me, I like to be alone just for fun. Moving through the never ending, we just realize we are changing with the colors of the sky. Let's fly to the other side. Let's say goodbye, wish you safe travel, see you down the line. Let's say goodbye, wish you safe travel, see you down the line. Let's say goodbye, better time to say goodbye, wish you safe travel, see you down the line. The echoes are calling a song. Listen before it's all gone.
All right, any other song that you enjoy performing the most or that carries the most meaning and value to you?
Yeah, there's a song called Enough. which is going to be on the part 2 of the album, so that won't be out just yet. But I've been playing it a lot because that song is about believing in yourself and believing that you as an individual, exactly the way you are, is enough to be in this world. Because I feel like, right, especially now in the past years, there's been so much, just hatred around the world, and they're always bringing people down, wanting you to be something you're not. So that song to me is just, it's a mantra to just remind yourselves that you are enough and you're perfectly okay the way you are. As much as people kick you down, you have to find your way up and just keep pushing your own goals and your own dreams through. So I love playing that song. Yeah.
Okay, that's for the songs. So there'll be part 1, part 2 coming out. Now, has the world of internet and social media changed the way you push music out, that you market it? Because a lot of musicians are good at music, but they don't really know, or like they don't want to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really want to do social media stuff, but I try to make it as fun as possible and do it the way I like to. So, I mean, I sometimes make lots of silly food reviews, and that's my way of having people see me, and then I somehow mesh my music into there. Or travel vlogging, I love, again, because I love traveling and touring, so I always try to do a little bit of that. So I try to make it fun for myself.
Have you written a song for like a chain of restaurants?
I've not, no. But I feel like travel companies might eventually pick up some of my stuff. But yeah, so it is a lot of social media things, and I like shooting music videos. We actually just shot a really cool one in Taipei for Big Mountain High. I'm not sure if you might have seen that one. And yeah, that, like, I love doing things like that and then using that as content as well, because there's that creative aspect to it. Yeah, but social media is like, for sure, you got to make TikToks and Instagrams and just to get the music.
I mean, if you want to reach people like who have never had the chance to see you or are completely elsewhere and you haven't been to their city.
Yeah, and it works, right? Like it works.
Okay. Can you share some of the struggles or hurdles that a touring musician, nomad, goes through that listeners might not be aware of? Because, everybody glorifies music life. You just travel around, you have unlimited accounts, parties.
I mean, we did party the other night, but that was the first time. It's not as glamorous as like MTV or MTV makes out to be. Or
it's not money for nothing and chicks for free.
No. You pay for everything. Yeah, I mean, it's long days and long hours, and for example, if we play a show, we've been touring straight since Monday, like a show every single day in different cities. So you play a show, you go to the hotel, you sleep, and then you wake up and you have to travel to the next place and then get ready for that. So there's not much time off. You just are constantly in it and moving through it. So that, I mean, I love that, but that definitely is something that takes a toll on touring artists, and every so often you need a break. And then as an independent artist, I'm doing that, and I'm answering emails and doing the admin stuff as well, and social media. But then you're also trying to get in the zone of performing at night too. So it's a lot, and right now I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world because I love doing it, but it is just, that's the reality of it. You can't just sit there and show up at a place and play and then be done with it, right?
You got to find the right balance, and luckily you'll have some time, because usually people come to Taiwan or to other countries, cities, they see a street, the venue, and the airport sometimes, and that's it. So luckily you'll see a little bit more.
For sure, and I've gotten better at it. I used to, when I first started touring, just play straight and then not make time. But now I'm trying to find more. Just in life in general, I'm trying to make time for things that I love beyond just music. Like, music is life, but it shouldn't consume every
There's
second.
other aspects of
it. Yeah, exactly. Like, there's other things I love doing in life that I want to be able to still do that too.
Okay, last two questions. One of them, you just mentioned to be able to get in the zone and perform. Do you have a specific kind of like I would say ritual or something?
Yeah, I'm usually doing like some warm-ups before, and both on guitar and vocally, and then I usually do some breath work and meditation before I go on stage, especially if I'm playing with my band. We usually do some breath work together to just get our energies in sync, and just a bit of quietness and sitting. Unless I'm playing with people, then it's like it gets loud.
Yeah, I hope you find even those 5 minutes, because it can make a difference. I just went to a performance 2 days ago, and there was the guitar guy was meditating outside in the park.
Yeah. Sometimes, yeah. There's videos of me sitting there meditating. He has some videos of me just with sunglasses looking.
Being cool. All right, very last question. Would you have any advice to anybody who's starting out, who's doing this, who has been doing this, who's about to give up, or even your past self, some words of wisdom that you wish somebody had told you before?
Some words of wisdom. I mean, I think I would just tell artists to, I would first say don't give up, just keep trying. And I think music and like any art, creativity, it takes time, and if you love it, you just keep doing it. And if you work hard and believe in yourself, then things will happen and things will come. And to just be authentically yourself as much as possible, and don't always listen to other people's opinions like this one. But yeah, I think believing in yourself and just trusting your own creativity and having fun and exploring, that's what people will love. Like people will love you for celebrating who you are, and if you believe in yourself and do that, I think that's the secret to music, to life.
Thank you for your time, and have a wonderful show.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Appreciate it.